Well, good afternoon. Happy Friday, February the 5th. Mark Milam here, your mortgage professional with Highland Mortgage, coming to you with this week's interest rate summary and market update. So we're over a month now into 2021, and we're well off of the historic lows that we experienced to end 2020 and begin 2021. So we've started to see rates tick up just a little bit. Nothing too significant, but we're about an eighth to a quarter of a point higher than those all-time historic lows. Now, what happened this morning was kind of interesting in the market. Is really a tale of 2 days. We started off with Treasury surging because of the overnight approval by the Senate for the $1.9 million spending bill. So that's not necessarily great news for mortgage bonds. Anytime there's that much issuance of new treasuries to help pay for these government programs, it dilutes the market, it erodes the value of the security, which means the associated interest rate has to go up. So that's what we saw early this morning. Then the non-farm payroll number hit, and we missed expectations, meaning we didn't add as many jobs as we expected to over this past month. Well, that had the reverse effect, and we saw mortgage-backed securities recover. We saw interest rates start to come back down. So a volatile morning, and how we ended up was basically right where we started. So a net zero for us in terms of gains or losses today, but an interesting day. And this just really goes to underscore that a lot of how we're going to play out this coming spring is going to be based upon economic data like the non-farm payrolls, and then moves by the government, moves by the Senate, moves by Congress to help spur the economy. How are we going to pay for all of these programs, all of the stimulus? All of that's going to be fascinating to watch as it unfolds. Now, one number you're probably going to hear a lot about this weekend if you read the news is the unemployment rate. Unemployment rate actually fell to 6.3%. That's probably one of the most misleading economic indicators out there, because after a period of time, those who have stopped looking for work fall off of the unemployment ledger. So the number can look artificially low. It's much more important to pay attention to how many jobs we're actually adding, and that's where the non-farm payroll number showed us that we missed our target and the economy not improving as quickly as we all wish it would. So that leads us to keeping interest rates relatively flat for the day. One other interesting article I stumbled across, let me bring it over into the screen for you, flip the camera around here. These are Housing Wire's 5 tips for buying a home in a seller's market. And we all know that Atlanta is a seller's market right now, probably about as heavy a seller's market as you can get. Here are their 5 tips. Qualify for the lowest mortgage rate you can. I think that would be something you'd want to do regardless of whenever you were applying for a loan. Get pre-approved before beginning your home search. So pre-approval meaning go ahead and supply your lender with your hard copy documentation, your pay stubs, your W-2s, your bank statements. Let's get as much data as we can in before you start your home search. That is a good tip. Work with an experienced agent. Boy, we see this time and time again in my industry as we aggregate all of these loans in on a month-by-month basis. We get to see experiences that clients have with seasoned agents and ones that they have without agents when they go out and they try to represent themselves, and boy, it's a vast difference. So this is a great tip. Work with an experienced agent. Consider buying when it's not a seller's market. Well, good luck. We don't know exactly when that's going to be, but it's probably not going to be in 2021. And then pull out all the stops to impress sellers. That's the one I want to touch on right now. So one of the stops that impresses sellers is how quickly can you turn around the appraisal? How quickly can you get me an approval? And how quickly can we close, right? Those are 3 important factors. Now, we don't ever want to sacrifice quality for speed, but that's the benefit of working with Highland Mortgage, because we do all of these things in-house. We maintain our own appraisal assignment desk. We have our own underwriting staff. We close and fund the loan in our own name. So we can take you soup to nuts from application to closing. Our standard turn time is 16 business days, but of course we can go faster than that if we have to, down to about a week and a half or so if needed. So if I can be of any assistance to you, please don't hesitate to reach out. Mark.Milam at highlandmtg.com. Thanks.